New Avengers 4 fan theory that explains how the Snap reversal will bring in the Fantastic Four and the X-Men. Thank goodness, finally. Alright, so one of the things Marvel fans have been wanting for a long time, me and myself included, is the introduction of the Fantastic Four and the X-Men into the MCU. And while there have been many theories about when or how they will appear, a new fan theory is giving us the best explanation yet for how Avengers 4 could be the perfect setup for their arrival. In the theory shared over on Reddit, user Phobe or worse, or I believe it's probably Phoebe or worse, has a pretty intensive explanation of how a reverse snap in Avengers 4 can bring in all of the Fox Marvel properties. You can read the full theory below, and here it is. I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, you guys, so I'm right on the Reddit page where it's about the A4 theory. Now, here's the thing. As we all know, at least to my knowledge, mutants already exist in the MCU. Hell, I mean, that's the reason why the super soldier serum was actually created, was so then Captain America or anyone that would, complete the process of the serum could fight or kill mutants at any given moment. So, here's the theory right here. Predictions for the most likely introduction of both mutants and Fantastic Four into the MCU. While mutants have already existed, it took the snap and subsequent reversal to introduce them as well as the Fantastic Four. At the end of the Avengers 4, the people affected by the snap are either A. brought back into existence, B. transported back to their home planets. This, in turn, is possible by one of two theories. A. Captain Marvel's explosive entry into the modern day MCU is her showing up, fighting and being the only one strong enough to wield the stones and undo everything. This means everyone is added to Earth, but she doesn't know where they are from, hence Spider-Man being in the UK and visiting other countries and far from home. Or B, a few of the original Avengers with contracts expiring sacrifice themselves in an attempt to bring people back. Their sacrifice looks similar to the end of Guardians of the Galaxy. They are placed in the Soul Stone and are given happy endings. Tony shows up in future films as the AI that runs the suit. Downey Jr. gets a great deal this way. What does this bring them back moment that mimics the No More Mutants do? So, how does this theoretically bring about the two teams not mentioned in the title? The easiest way would be to highlight events. We already know happened in the MCU and just add them, enhance them, if you will. Fantastic Four. All of this brings people that are not on Earth back as well, meaning that the F4 are introduced as scientists exploring the negative zone and ripped back to Earth forcibly through the negative zone. Reed and Sue theorize that humans could have randomly been switched to this zone like the real-life phase change. Barrier giving them abilities. This is seen as the ultimate insult by a former colleague of Richards. He was also in an accident that forever changed him, and instead of praise, his human rights violations came to light, and he was forever thrown into darkness. That's right, baby. Mole Man is the villain this time. He brings up light an accident that Reed had caused as the graduate student. This revelation paints doubt over his incredible abilities and instead neglect. Doom was the injured party. Sequel set up. Alright, okay, that's cool. X-Men have the 1950s/60s see the depths to which S.H.I.E.L.D. as a Winter Soldier went to in order to create enhanced individuals. They created a dirty bomb that had no effect on was tested. Think about real-life Carbon-14. It was abandoned. This was the origins of the work seen in Avengers 2 that created Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Alright, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. The difference being the bomb's energy surged across the planet, creating mutants out of developing fetuses in gestation. It unlocked a gene. And very few of these fetuses would develop abilities. We see familiar figures come together in college in the 1980s and use their gifts in similar ways to help others like them. The generation they were a part of had children, millennials, aka me. These would be the modern mutants. After the snap, another wave of energy would hit. This would cause mutant abilities to unlock and the genes to develop throughout this new generation. People in their 30s to people just hitting puberty. This new gene would be unlocked in future generations as well, meaning we can get Bishop. You can even have one of those soldiers impacted by my aforementioned bomb by James Logan Howlett. He was changed and then turned into a weapon by S.H.I.E.L.D. He isn't as storied as the comics, but everything else can be adopted. Sabretooth 2, aka Victor Creed. Now, all of this commotion on a universal scale brings attention to Earth. This means the new phase 4 will deal with larger threats, aka the Skrulls or the Krees. This means everything stated by Marvel Studios to this point is absolutely correct. Point 1. It will be space centric. Point 2. Captain Marvel will be the nature face of this as she has experience with these species. Point 3. The face of the MCU will change completely with mutants, interdimensional threats, etc. Point 4. New heroes will emerge and so will their franchises. Thoughts? I'll let you guys know. Here are my thoughts on this theory, man. I think it's pretty damn solid. I think it's pretty damn dope, actually. It's a really good read. I definitely think this may just happen, and I look forward to it, man. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think this theory is pretty damn solid? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. This has been your boy, Jada Speaks. God bless.